Inspector, I'm sorry. He came in before we got the picture.
Must have given you some idea what he was here for.
Well, he just said he wanted to talk to somebody about a crime.
And you didn't get the chance to find out the details?
Look, there was a junkie being brought in, and he was kicking and screaming. And your suspect changed his mind and just ran out of here.
And you just let him walk out?
Well, I called you as soon as I saw who it was.
Okay, you're right. There was nothing you could hold him on. Look, it's been a little frustrating today. Was there anything else he said or did that could help us?
Yeah, he said he was sorry for bothering me, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Mike, too late. We missed out on a break.
Well, we've got one. The guy's name is Joseph Schmidt. The Army had his prints.
Is there a jacket on him?
Well, just a service record and a court-martial. Assault.
On a woman?
Well, we don't know. Just a general statement on charges and verdict. He spent 6 months in the stockade.
Last address, Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Nothing from DMV. No local telephone, no utility listing, nothing. I tell you what, Sekulovich, you finish up with these, will you?
Okay, Lieutenant.
And Dan, you check the membership list of all the bodybuilding organizations.
Hey, Mike, how about calling the Pentagon?
Well, I was just going to do that. I'm way ahead of you.
I can't believe it.
That Keith was impressed? Why not? He's the art director for the biggest ad agency in San Francisco, and he thinks you photograph well. That's why he got the job.
$300 a day. That's more than I've made in a week. And more. He said there may be even more. Judy, I don't know how to say that. Thanks.
You just said it. Thanks.
Well, I better get back on home.
I guess you better. But call me tomorrow and let me know how the session goes, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Help! My purse!
Hey, stop it!
Stop it! Please, let him go! I've got my purse. Thank you. I'm all shook. Can you take me home?
Okay.
Hated being locked up, that's probably why he ran from you. He's described here as being emotionally unstable, Lieutenant.
How unstable?
According to the Army psychiatrist, he was hypersensitive to criticism, especially from women. Short fuse, abnormal inability to cope with his temper. As an example, the court-martial. The complaint was brought by a woman.
His girl?
According to this, the complainant was a prostitute, by her own admission. Seems she made the mistake of laughing at Private Schmidt while he was her client.
Laughing at what? Was there something wrong with him?
No. No, he evidently had a very good physique, only she found him ludicrous.
Well, how did he assault her?
Shook her. After fainting from the pain, she found her shoulder dislocated, pulled from its socket, according to her physician's testimony.
Well, what did he use for a defense?
He didn't have one. All he could say was he was sorry.
Listen, you've been a big help, Colonel, and I thank you for it. Yes, I'll let you know how it comes out. What is it?
Mike, I got it. Joseph Schmidt. It's Joseph with an F, member of the National Bodybuilding Club. It's right here, and so is the San Francisco address.
Well, let's go.
The Periclean sculptors. Do you know they hardly ever had any models pose for them? They watched women at home and athletes play, and that's why all the statues you see with women in robes and men look like this.
You really are an aficionado. Kind of a fan of Greco-Roman art.
Well, guys like me, we like to look like the statues. Means that we have to know about it.
So you want to look like the ancients thought a man should look, and you use your body as your own clay.
You do understand.
But what made you get into it? All the time and effort, all the lifting of weights?
You know, when I was a little boy, my family moved over here from Austria, and I hardly spoke the language. And I felt out of everything. I was never the best student. I also wasn't a great athlete. And, but when I started picking up weights, something happened. I started getting good in it. I mean, really good. And so I stuck with it. And I started learning everything about diet and about nutrition and exercising. And I felt someday I could be the best.
Aren't you?
Well, no. But if you want to compare, I know where to go. There's a contest today at 4 o'clock. Mr. San Francisco. You want to see it?
Are you in it?
No, I never did this before. Posing in front of a whole audience.
Joe, you've got to have more confidence in yourself. Why don't you enter the contest? I think you'd be marvelous.
I haven't trained for it, and I think it's too late for them to accept me.
There's only one way to find out. An artist has to show his work, or where is he?
Let me think about it.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's him. That's him, all right. That's Schmidt. He's got a body like one of those charts in school. What is it? Anatomy, you know, with the skin all stripped away. Well, anyhow, I had to evict that big bicep almost a year ago. With all the clanging and banging going on in his place, well, it bugged everybody.
Did he leave a forwarding address?
Well, should have, but he didn't. That wasn't the kind of thing he cared about. The only thing that mattered to him was those dum-dum bells.
Mrs. Beauchamp, all that clanging, did he do his working out at home?
Why not? He had everything. All the weights and all the fancy equipment all over the place.
I understand that some of it was special made.
Yes, that's right. I remember when I complained, well, he told me how tough it was to get that stuff. He had to search all over the place for it, and then finally ordered it special.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay. I have to admit, Judith, I never knew you had a taste for the exotic.
There's nothing here to look down your nose at. These men are doing something that's very important to them.
Well, I just want to see the guy who can put that smile on your face.
So do I. I just never thought I'd see so much of it. 3, please.
You're the last store on our list that sells custom made.
And my wife will appreciate it when I tell her that's why I'm so late.
Would she appreciate it more if you told her the reason was murder?
Schmidt. Here we go. J. Schmidt, 1 professional abdominal board, custom order, 4 50-pound plates.
1140 K Street. Are you sure this is the last one?
It's in the latest batch of receipts. And see, no phone. Means the only way we could tell him the pulley was in was by mail. The address had to be right.
Apologies to your wife.
Thanks.
Number 3, Robbie Robinson. Number 4, Ed Corney. Number 5, John Isaacs. 6, from Teresti, Italy, Franco Colombo.
I can see why you didn't want me to have that fourth cocktail. You were afraid I'd throw up.
Number 7, the sensational Roger Callard from Los Angeles, Mr. Western America. Number 8, Joseph Schmidt.
That's the big one, huh? I can see the two of you together. Ferocious, jungle-like.
Quiet, Paul.